Ash, you gotta get divorced, bro. Ash and Zach are super smart. They went to college and learned a bunch of stuff. And Beau and Andrew didn't go to college because that's the way life goes sometimes. What happens when you put them together and you try to make them learn? Grab your friends, let's listen together on Get Dumped on an Info Dump podcast.
White lines, vision streams of passion going through my mind.
So
the while I think of you.
There's a reason why I asked the host.
Oh, God, I was worried. I was worried that he was going to be sneaky.
Shit.
I almost
Are you
asked,
kidding me?
are you going to be a sneaky little nasty lad? But I didn't.
No, I got bored, so I'm just gonna go with it right quick. Here we go. Ready? Zach, give me a beat.
Okay. Boom, chicka, pa, chicka, boom, chicka, pa, chicka.
All right, get ready for the freestyle intro, sung by the main man right here, Beau. Andrew's here with an upper decker. We might get a visit from the old prospector. Ash and Zach are here too. Probably wonder what Bunny B got into. Shout out to Justin's sister, mom, and dad for not making this podcast a fat. Now Andrew's gonna drop some knowledge before the audience explodes, sending emails of big fat loads. Now get your hands up. Yeah, get your hands up. If you're driving, get your hands up. If you're at work, get your hands up. If you're being held by gunpoint, get your hands up. If you're getting under arrest, get your hands up. Now get ready. Now get ready. You ready? You ready? I'm through. Take it away, Andrew.
Don't shoot.
All right, thanks for listening to the podcast. We'll see you next week because I can't top that.
Okay, that was fantastic.
Oh my God! When you started changing the
I'm
beat,
serious, dude. I'm fucking out.
when you change the beat like at the perfect time too, with the little, it's great.
That's going to be fun to edit later.
There's no way that's in sync.
Yeah, but he'll
Oh, no, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the right guy doing the right job. That's for damn sure.
Was that your intro, Beau?
Yeah,
That was
my intro.
fantastic.
But was that freestyled or was that? Did you write that down?
That was top. He definitely wrote that down.
I wrote that. I had work meetings all day, so I was like, you know what? Andrew's doing it. Let me go ahead and fucking do this. I'm gonna write a cool freestyle rap.
You know what? That was perfect. That was perfect. I loved it. Every second of it, I loved it.
Yeah. Do you like to shout out to Justin's mom, dad, and sister, but not Justin himself? Yeah.
He's going to love that. I'm definitely getting a text within 10 minutes of him listening to this. Oh, man. Okay, well, hey, get dumped on, everyone. Welcome to Get Dumped On. That was fantastic. Thank you, Beau, for starting us off. Might as well say that welcome to the podcast. Beau is one of the hosts today. Beau, why don't you go say hello?
Oh, hey. How you doing? My throat hurts from fucking dropping those fucking fat rhymes.
Yay. I'm also joined here by Ash and Zach. Say lump them together. Call back to last week.
Yeah. As it likes being lumped together. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm fine with
Lumpy.
this. I love being lumped together with
damn it.
Zach. We're
That
literally
backfired.
lumped together all the time.
That backfired on us both.
lumpy.
We'll get him next time.
Did you say you're lumpy?
I'm so lumpy.
So lumpy.
He's all lumped up.
Yeah.
And my name is Andrew. Welcome to Get Dumped On, the podcast where if this is your first time listening, that was fantastic. So enjoy the podcast where four friends get together. One person dumps their special interest knowledge on the other three. Today will be hosted by me, very rare, elusive upper decker.
So rare and so elusive.
I know, it really is.
Did you like how
It's
I
like
brought
the
up the
Chupacabra.
prospector? I brought up the old prospector.
Oh, yeah. What? Oh, you're a
See, there
project,
he
you
is.
say. Oh, hey, he's going to upper deck all over you.
Us.
And getting, what are those called? Water closets.
Oh, please don't upper deck on me.
Oh, Jesus. So I wanted to ask you guys,
Yeah.
what does everyone love?
Ash.
Myself.
And we're not
I-
going to
I
start
do
the
love Zach.
podcast until you get this question right.
Well, there's
Get it
me,
right. Okay.
myself.
I love my pets
I-
and my family.
Improvised grills.
I like half my kids.
That's your number one? This information.
Have you ever been
Improvised
like
grills?
at a place and you see like people using like some old metal like sheeting and they put it on top of like or like a
Oh,
like
downtown LA.
like a 55-gallon drum cut in half, and then you put like an old metal grate on top of it, and then you like put like I don't know. There's something about that that really speaks to human ingenuity. I love seeing
Well,
it.
so whenever you get out of a show or anywhere in LA in like, you know, the middle of the night, there's shopping carts that are turned upside down and there's people grilling Mexican hot dogs on them.
Hell
wrapped in
yeah, dude.
bacon.
Give me
and
one of those
put like all
fucking
that good
Mexican hot
sauce and
dogs.
stuff on them. That's some of the best food you'll eat at that time.
Yeah,
That is true.
give it to me.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that,
Today's episode is about food.
Oh, okay.
Wonderful.
So that was a good segue. Good job, Zach.
I'm psychic.
Fundamental human experience: eating food.
Food.
We all do
Everyone
it.
loves food. People who don't love food are probably dead.
That makes sense.
That's true.
That checks out.
Yeah.
That checks out.
Or
That's
just
true.
like
Yeah.
really skinny.
It's just science.
I'm
Or
like
like, super skinny. They're like they only eat what they have to. They're the only people that eat those like rice, like cake things
Well,
that have no flavor.
well, not
Untrue.
yeah,
Zach
if you eat the
loves
plain
those.
ones.
Zach
I like
eats
rice
those
cakes.
all the time.
Are you fucking kidding?
I
You like plain rice cakes.
I usually get the chocolate ones or the apple
Okay,
cinnamon
okay,
ones, but
that's
yeah,
different.
I will
They-
fuck up.
Flavored ones?
I will fuck
they
up
have
a plain
cheddar
rice
powder
cake.
one. I love. There's a nice cheddar powder one. Mm.
Yeah, I like eating dry foods, but only with a beverage, and it's mostly just like so that I can eat, like have something in my mouth.
I
No
like
beverage.
dry. I like
Dry,
liquid.
baby.
But
Fucking
what I like to do with like
desert.
dry foods like rice cakes is to like I get a bunch of it in my mouth, and then while it's still in my mouth, take
Oh,
a
no.
swig of some beverage, and then it like soaks
Oh.
into
No,
the rice cake in my mouth, and then it makes like a double.
Are you Frank
flavored-
Reynolds?
see when I eat
What
when I
is
eat-
happening?
when I eat plain rice cakes, I open my mouth, let it get all dried out first, then take a bite of the rice cake as well. I just want my
Zach,
mouth
you're
to be
also-
scraped.
You're also known to put a fruit spread on a rice cake.
Oh yeah, put a fruit spread on it.
What the fuck? There's so many other things you could put it on.
Wegmans has this great like fruit spread that's like a plum and other fruits mixed together situation. I wish I could remember what they all were. But
It's probably not
Okay.
important in the long run.
It's a fruit
It's not
spread.
that- yeah,
it's
it's
made of fruit and spreadable. Got it.
yeah,
Indeed.
yeah, and it's
But you put it on the rice thingy?
put it on the rice cake. Strawberry,
No.
plum, and raspberry. Strawberry, plum, and
Pass.
raspberry
Next.
pureed together, turned into a fruit spread.
Yeah, that sounds
put
great.
it on the rice cake.
And
It
that's
was-
where it lost me.
I think that the rice cakes taste like dust.
But with a good beverage, it tastes like
think
beverage
everyone
flavored
thinks
dust.
Why,
Okay.
Why don't you just drink? Okay, why don't you just drink the beverage? Hold on, I'm stuck here now.
Because the beverage doesn't have enough to do in your mouth.
So you want a chunky beverage?
Yes.
You want to put something
I
in
don't
your mouth that
understand
tastes
how
like
this is
nothing,
so weird.
and then you're making a beverage chewable, essentially.
Yes. Yes, exactly. I don't know why this is such a weird thing.
Okay, so we're gonna throw out a poll here.
Okay.
You're gonna do an Instagram
Am I the
poll
only one who thinks
after
this is weird as shit?
It's not. We need to do a poll, and the
No,
poll
I think
is
it's-
Just drinking
Zach
a beverage is
weird?
understimulating. You need to also be chewing it.
I can't.
Don't.
I can't have a.
Get a water with ice then. There you go. Ice water that you can chew on the ice, not fucking dry ass rice cakes, you monster.
It's a completely different. It fills a completely
Isn't that
different
bad for you,
niche.
too?
I'm so confused.
I
I'm
need
so-
to have
Also, rice is
food.
like a crunch. It's not a chew. It's a crunch. It's totally different.
Mm.
He wants crunchy drink.
But you
He
said
wants-
you.
he
But
wants a
you
crunchy
said you
drink.
leave it in
He
your
wants
mouth
a
and it
soft
turns to
drink.
chew.
He wants a drink that reminds him of the good times.
Oh my god. This
I-
podcast is great.
I need to have a food and a beverage. Like I can't eat without something to drink, but I don't like.
I'm the crazy one.
But I don't actively think about mixing the flavors together in my mind. Like for me, they're separate. Like I eat the food and then I take the drink, but I'm not
I don't
thinking
know.
about the mixing possibilities there.
I don't take a slice of
when you
pizza and go, oh, this would be so good with a nice Diet Coke right now.
Oh my god!
Together.
Right. No, yeah, absolutely. You put them together in your mouth at the same
No!
time.
I want different flavors.
Now, wait. Let me counter with that though. Eat a donut, drink a little bit of chocolate milk. Awesome.
Or coffee.
Or coffee.
Yeah.
That's great.
But when you're chewing gum, how many pieces of gum do you have at one time?
One, just one piece of
Really?
gum. That's all-
Just
Yes.
one?
You what? You
It's
take a
not enough.
handful?
Like if I have like sticks of gum, I'll usually be chewing on at least 3.
You guys, I'm so excited for you to have entered this world of knowing Zach because I've known it for so long. And many times I've been like, wow.
It's a lot of fucking gum there, bro.
That's a lot of gum. We were talking
I
about this the other day with
refuse to
fruit
Wait, we were
snacks.
talking about Ace Ventura the other day, and that's exactly what Ace Ventura does sitting in his car.
I'm dying.
We were-
Just imagine
talking about
Zach
this-
eat and chew gum and just doing things with his life.
He's like a camel. Do you
I
chew
was-
gum with rice cakes?
No, that's
that
weird.
sounds weird.
Oh, okay. That's
I
where,
was
that's where he draws the line.
I was like, hey, did you notice? Because we Wegmans fruit snacks, they're very good. I was like, hey, did you notice that the blackberry flavor fruit snacks have like a way different texture than the other two? And Zach was like, honestly, I've never noticed because I mostly just like eat them all, like eat a handful of them, you know? That's wild to me because I eat them one at a time. And
wait, you mean you just grab a handful and throw them? I'm not going to lie. I've done that. I don't do it all the time.
That's like the only way they eat them. They're in like little like snack-sized packs. And I'll just open the pack and put them all in my mouth at the same time.
I mean, yeah, who hasn't done that?
I have not done that. I don't know that they would all fit in there, to be honest. That sounds like a choking hazard to me.
Well, me and Zach, I know Beau does too. We all got these big old heads, so
exactly. That's why I chew 3 pieces of gum at a time. Is because like one piece of gum, it's understimulating.
It's not enough for your.
You see, okay, so
jaw.
I'll take fruit snacks. I'll throw a handful of fruit snacks in my mouth. Like that's that's
not out of the question. No one's debating that here except for Ash.
Yeah. Okay, good.
I'll take a couple at a time, but like that amount is wild to me.
Fucking combine.
Just so whoever
all
listening,
I'm saying is it's a trend.
If this is your first episode, I have a script. I have things to talk about, but this is fascinating. So we're going to talk about this right now.
As we enter the mind of Zach.
One last question. What drink would you not drink with the rice cake? And what is your favorite drink to drink with the rice cake?
I try. It's bad to do it with beer.
Have you done this?
Yes.
How many times?
Why?
Once. Because I was drinking beer and eating rice cakes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. I can't wait to get home and drink this beer and eat my rice cakes.
I'm putting myself in Ash's brain right now. I'm sitting in my living room. My name is Ash, and I'm staring at my husband across the way. And he's sitting there holding this circular piece of garbage and putting it in his mouth and swigging a beer and being like,
I just see the 1, 2.
That doesn't work.
Well, you know,
Ash,
I don't know what my
something
favorite.
that doesn't work. I can't combine these two. I'm gonna go grab another beverage.
Listen,
and try this.
Yeah, bro.
The heart
Okay,
wants
you want
what
to
it
know what my
wants.
favorite is? You want to know what my favorite combo is of snack and beverage?
No, rice cake first.
I do.
Finish the rice
Rice cake question first. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know
that
which
was your
one is
last
the best
rice
with rice cakes.
question.
No, it was a 2-point. It was the worst and the best.
Honestly, root beer.
Oh my god, root beer by itself was perfect. You don't need to combine it with
root beer is
fucking rice
good.
cake.
But what if it was
Root
a little
beer
saltier and a little
fine.
chewier?
But why would you want to?
I don't like root beer, so
The best beverage snack combo is the white cheddar Smart Food popcorn and Diet Coke.
Oh my god! What are you doing?
So you're doing it again. You're doing it at the same time. Like you grab a handful and you just put it down your gullet and then swig it down.
Cheesy Diet Coke.
You take a handful of the Smart Food.
And I
you
see
put
like
it in your mouth.
I'm picturing you putting it in your mouth is like opening a claw machine.
Are you okay?
Like you go in the bag, you like a claw machine, then you bring it up to your mouth and then you release it, and then you just take a drink of soda.
You give it 1 or 2 chews to mix to kind of like activate the flavor.
Naturally,
then you take a big swig of Diet Coke.
Everyone knows that.
And then you continue chewing until you've got the bolus, and then you swallow it all together.
The what?
The bolus.
What the fuck is that?
What's a bolus? Well, that got Ash.
Is this something you made up, or is this a real thing?
That's a thing. That's a thing. Oh my god.
Care to explain to people who are not super smart and didn't go to college?
Yeah, go ahead and explain what the fuck a Diet Coke popcorn bolus is, please.
Yeah. And make it sound like it's not a weird thing.
Yeah.
The definition of a bolus is a small, rounded mass of substance, especially chewed food at the moment of swallowing.
Thank you.
It's
Why
the
would you
word.
even think about that? Who made a term for that? It's like, hey man, I just chewed my food. What do you want to call this fucking thing? I don't know. Food? Swallow it, idiot.
I'll out myself right here with the bolus, right? I have my own bolus creation I do.
Okay, tell me about your bolus creation.
There's no mixture with it. So I only do it with one food item, and it's Cheez-Its. I will chew Cheez-Its until I get a big bolus mound in my mouth. Then I'll take bites of it itself. So yeah, I get the bolus part. Okay.
Nice.
This episode is gonna have 4 listens because everyone's gonna have checked out.
Just do yourself a favor next time you eat Cheez-Its. Just keep chewing until you get that all big, soggy, crunchy ball in your mouth.
I will.
Don't do that.
Eat the ball.
Disregard.
Does anyone
Fucking
else?
abort.
Then send me pictures.
Like take it out and eat it, or just eat it inside of your mouth?
You can do both. It doesn't matter.
Oh my
Interesting.
god.
I'm intrigued. I'm going to try this the next time I'm eating Cheez-Its.
Oh my
Just
god.
like hamster cheek your mouth full of Cheez-Its.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That sounds nice.
No,
That sounds good.
don't do that.
I can get
Absolutely
that.
not.
I'm on Team Zach now. I'm gonna go to the store for this.
You're dipping cheese like you're fucking like it's like the Sandlot we talked about last week. You fucking throwing in things of dip of Cheez-Its in your like. No, stop it.
I think it's one of those things that
You
don't
judge Zach for eating the rice cakes and then you come out with this bullshit.
I'm on Zach's side now, so I actually switched sides.
Yay.
Okay,
Oh
yeah.
my god,
He's still a
Now-
monster. He's still a monster, but
Does it make it better or worse for you, Andrew? Am I going to be getting back in your good graces if I tell you that when I eat goldfish, about 90% of the time I swallow them whole?
Oh my god.
Ash, you gotta get divorced, bro.
What I'll do
He's fucking
is
raw dog and Cheez-Its, like you're not even bolusing them.
he's just
What
like,
I'll
I can
do-
just feel the
No, he's a
big gulps.
goldfish. He's a
what I'll
goldfish.
do is I'll take a handful of goldfish, I'll put them in my mouth, and I'll kind of squirrel them away in one of my cheeks like a chipmunk.
What the fuck?
And then I'll use my like cheek action
Why
in
are
my
you
tongue
saying these
to like
words?
separate
G.I.
out
Joe karate chop cheek act. What the fuck is happening?
to like separate out a single goldfish, and then I'll make sure that
No.
it's pointing I'll make sure it's pointing down my throat so that I don't choke on it, and then I'll swallow it whole. If you
Or
have
you
the
just fucking chew it.
if you have the fins facing down, then you'll choke. But if you
it's
have
like-
the head facing down, like the point
I'm
facing down, then you
begging
won't choke on
Like
that.
the way that the fish is supposed to go, like supposed to swim downstream.
down.
You're like,
Exactly,
Swim
exactly.
down.
That's to swim down your
salmon of
throat.
Capistrano.
I have goldfish in my pantry right now, and I kind of want to try this.
Beau's gonna live choke on the. What is? I don't even. Okay, you know what this is? Someone told me yesterday that Mercury is in retrograde, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Andrew, you gotta take control.
I
gotta
don't
right the
know
ship.
if I want to. I need to learn more about these fucking freaks.
I don't have anything else to say. Ash, do I have any other weird food habits that stand out?
Something's gonna come up in halfway the episode. You're like, oh, I also do this.
Nothing comes to mind immediately.
So I'm the
I'm
only
astounded.
one who swallows goldfish whole. I started doing it when I was younger,
One time
just to
I saw
like feel
you
something.
eat
Why do you
like
say it like that? Oh, so I'm the only one who swallows these things.
So I'm the only one who's cool. I get it.
I have asked you before, and I'll say
Why
it again.
don't- why
I
don't
don't
you- but
like
why
it when
don't
you
you
do
chew
that.
them?
It scares me. Please just chew them.
Why don't you chew them? Like, what happened? What
I
happened
don't-
in your past that made you be like,
Well, here's
huh.
the thing. Here's the thing. He's not gonna choke on him because he always has a beverage ready next to him.
Exactly.
So, what is the best beverage to help the salmon swim down the stream?
Your soda of choice, a nice root beer.
I really
One
want
time,
I want
Zach and
Cheez-Its.
I had gone to get ice cream, and I was eating mine, and I was like, Zach had eaten his, and I was eating mine, and I was like, oh, I don't actually want this. So I was like, hey, do you want to finish this? And I had like most of the cone left, I would say. And he's like, yeah, totally. So I handed it to him, and then he just ate it in one bite. He just put the whole thing in his mouth and ate it.
Wait, cone included?
Yeah.
I was driving.
Yeah, man, you got a big old mouth.
I was driving. I'm a firm believer of big bite. That's me though.
Wait,
I
you
get
can't
that.
drive and lick at the same time.
You need two hands.
So people call me
No,
fast.
you don't.
Yeah, you have your knees.
You need two hands for what? Driving or eating ice cream?
Do you always
Driving your car.
Do you always? Are you
Zach, you
always
were
attending
driving.
Are
to?
you a 10-2 guy?
Well,
Like always?
you know, sometimes, but like I
You
don't
should
know.
have
always
two
like
hands
lean back and
available.
be like,
That's
yeah.
safe.
But like,
You don't just fucking
licking
eat
an
the
ice
wall.
cream
You know what's
cone.
not safe is not chewing your goddamn
also not
fucking
driving.
goldfish.
Licking an
also
ice cream
not
cone is
driving.
difficult because you have to drive and then you also have to babysit the ice cream cone and make sure that it's not dripping down your hands. But if you just eat it in one fell swoop, then you don't got to worry about it.
This guy won't drive without two hands available, yet will eat goldfish and not chew. Your life is astounding.
I don't see how those things are related at all.
Yeah, we take road safety very seriously in this household.
Exactly.
But not esophagus non-bolus safety. I'm so confused.
And one time, Zach and I were driving, and there was a truck in front of us. On the back of it, it just said bolus. And we both knew the definition of bolus, and so we laughed very hard.
Like, that's a truck full of chew food right there.
Man, that guy's guy's a mouthful of Cheez-Its.
Okay, well.
Bolus Freight Systems is a trucking company.
All right, well, that was a fun little 20-minute detour. Let's get to the episode. Welcome to
so you actually prepared an episode, right? This wasn't just everyone making fun of me for the way I eat food.
You started this.
Right now.
You started this, sir.
Let him go. Let Andrew go. I want to hear what he prepared.
God.
Take us away, Andrew.
So, yeah, I did prepare something. Again, thank you for that was the longest intro we've had. 21
It was
minutes
all just yelling at me.
If you know what, for those who did listen to that intro, please leave us a comment on Instagram or Spotify and let us know if anything that Zach said was normal.
You have to weigh in on the bolus versus non-bolus debate.
Yeah, I need to know.
It seems as though there are two stark camps.
And try it with Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to know that. But in the meantime, I did look up some stuff. Specifically, I want to talk about food today. I want to talk about comfort food today. Where it came from, how it started,
grilled cheeses.
What we think about it. If we think that is the best comfort food, or what is our comfort food, as long as it's not fucking rice cakes or goldfish. So we're going to start with a 2 chumps and a dump. 2 of these are wrong. 1 of them is correct. When was the first chocolate chip cookie invented?
Oh, like super recently, right? Like in the 30s?
So it's either the 1750s, the 1820s, or the 1930s.
I want to say the 1930s because that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zach because he felt very confident in it.
What are you eating?
Sorry, wasn't expecting to talk right away.
No, what are you eating? I'm curious.
I didn't expect to talk on this podcast that we do together.
Garlic bread. And I thought
we've been recording for the last 30 minutes.
I also didn't expect it to talk while it sounded like I had food in my mouth. That's just me. Sorry about that. It will not happen again.
You're on brand. We're talking about food. Like of all days to be okay with it, it's fine today. I guess.
I had a piece of garlic bread next to me. It looked delicious. So I wanted to think about it.
Why was there just random garlic bread sitting? What is happening?
I wasn't finished with it yet.
On your desk, you got your mouse, you got your keyboard, and then you got your garlic bread.
I was eating before the podcast, and then I was like, well, I didn't finish this. I think I have time to take a bite. And then you asked the 2 dumps and a chump. That's all. Okay. So I'm the weird one now.
I think we broke
I'm
Zach.
the weird one now. Okay. We got it.
I think we broke Zach finally. I hear him struggling.
Is unhinged.
Start talking about rice cakes, man. It's just go fucking downhill.
I don't know why you're so fixated on rice cakes. You have a strong reaction to rice cakes.
Yeah, well, it's all about rice cakes and nothing about the bolus.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, it started at rice cakes, but it ended in bolus.
Well, the answer was the 1930s.
Hey, good memory, Zachary. Yeah, wasn't it the, can I, well, go ahead.
You can go for it. This is open discussion today.
That originally when trying to make a chocolate chip cookie, the person who was making it thought, oh, if I put chocolate in the dough, it'll become a chocolate cookie, but the chocolate didn't melt all the way. And so she was just like, well, let's see if it still tastes good. Oh, wow, it's amazing.
So her name is Ruth Wakefield. Her husband and her operated the Toll House Inn in Whitman, Massachusetts. So she was a skilled baker. Hey. Everyone already knew her from her cookbooks and everything. She was really popular in the area. She was making her popular butter drop dew cookies when she realized she ran out of baker's chocolate. So instead of baker's chocolate, she threw a bunch of Nestle semi-sweet chocolate, like she broke up a chocolate bar and threw it in there. And she was hoping that exactly that, Ash, she was trying to make it like spread through the dough as she was cooking it. In reality, it just made little chocolate bits throughout it, and that is the first time a chocolate chip cookie was made, is in the 1930s in Massachusetts by Ruth Wakefield.
My name is Wakefield. Got a box full of your toys. Fresh out of that song batteries.
Fresh out of the oven. Now you've missed so many opportunities.
The difference between baker's chocolate and like a chocolate bar?
It's still making noise, making noise.
I think we just lost Zach this episode.
Keep going. Keep going.
Come sit next to
Andrew,
me.
do you know?
Pour yourself some tea.
As he was yelling, I was looking it up. So baker's chocolate is meant to be consumed on is not meant to be consumed on its own. Let's see. Nothing says here about how it melts, so I'm just going to move on from it. But apparently it's different than using a chocolate bar.
I wonder if it was more like a chocolate spread situation.
Could be. I'm not sure. Either way, she was very surprised because the chocolate didn't fully melt and retained its shape into the cookie dough. So it's a combination of soft, buttery cookie with pockets of gooey melted chocolate.
The best
Delicious.
happy accident ever to be invented. Where would we be without chocolate chip cookies? It's my favorite cookie.
It's a great
the
cookie.
American staple.
It's really
I know it's basic,
cookie.
but I don't care.
Clearly the answer is that cookies just sucked before 1930, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other good cookies. I can appreciate other cookies.
You got to walk before you can run, you know?
What's everyone's opinion on oatmeal raisin?
Dislike.
That's gross.
I've had much better oatmeal cookies that were not oatmeal raisin.
Cool.
What's everyone's opinions on peanut butter cookies? Oh my God, I'm dying.
Peanut butter cookies are good. Did you swallow a goldfish whole? Did you have the fins facing down?
Did you swallow a garlic bread whole?
I took this whole piece of garlic bread and just tried to come back up.
No, yeah. Well, I like oatmeal raisin cookies. I like them a lot as long as I'm not expecting a different kind of cookie and it turns out to be oatmeal raisin. Like if I'm in the mood for an oatmeal raisin, I'm like, I'll fuck up an oatmeal raisin. But like if I think it's a chocolate chip cookie and then it turns out to be an oatmeal raisin, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, I'm also disappointed when it's oatmeal and not chocolate chip too.
Ooh, oatmeal chocolate chip would probably be pretty good.
It is good. I've had that. If you had to choose a cookie to usurp the chocolate chip cookie, obviously it would have to be taken down by force because chocolate chip is number one.
Of course.
But if you had to choose one to take it over by force, what would it be?
Peanut butter cookie. Give me a fucking peanut butter cookie.
What's a peanut butter? Just
peanut butter cookie. Just peanut butter and cookie.
You mean like where they put the peanut butter in the dough and they do that little like fork thing on it?
And when you just take a bite and it's that peanut butter goodness, oh yeah, I could eat that in one bite.
What about
Sorry, I'm just thinking about the bolus. You've ruined me, Zach.
The M&Ms.
Okay,
instead of chocolate chips, it's M&Ms.
What would be the best cookie to bolus your mouth?
Peanut butter
Besides
cookies.
chocolate. Okay, so M&Ms on cookies. We've had those before, right? Like we've had that. Everyone's had that.
I
right?
love M&M cookies. Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty standard at this point.
They're okay. They're not better than a gooey chocolate chip, but you know, it's fine. I think for me, one of my neighbors, she was a baker. She brought over white chocolate and orange cookies.
Ooh.
And that blew my fucking mind. I'm a big chocolate orange guy. So
yeah, we have some friends who they will send us cookies around Christmas time, around the holidays, a nice holiday cookie spread, and they usually include some sort of orange chocolate cookie in the mix, and it's always very good.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's fire, man. That shit. Yeah. People be sleeping on the people in the UK. They do orange chocolate all the time. US, not so much. Wake up, America.
Sheeple.
I would probably say chocolate crinkles, honestly.
The chocolate crinkles?
Yeah, I never had them before I went to Zach's house for Christmas, and his mom made them. They're so good.
They're amazing.
Chocolate.
It's like a chocolate cookie with powdered sugar on it. It's good.
Is it crinkle with a K or a C?
A C.
A C?
I think my mom said once that they're like a super basic cookie, but I love them.
Oh, I've seen these. I don't know if I've ever actually had one.
They're really good.
It's like a chocolate cookie. It looks like a devil's food cake cookie almost that is just covered in powdered sugar.
It's easily my favorite, like holiday cookie. Or yeah, no,
is it goopy,
I might say
or
in
is
general. No, they're not goopy.
It's more like it's like almost to Brownie Town, like it's almost brownie like, but it's still a cookie, but it has that like fudginess.
What about a chocolate orange crinkle cookie?
I bet that would probably be good.
Hell yeah. Well, back to the story. She fucked up, and then she didn't fucked up. And after that, she named the creation the Toll House Chocolate Crunch Cookie. So when you see a Toll House cookie,
that's the OG.
Yes, they are owned by the corporation, but the namesake is at least the OG.
Nice. So the Toll House cookie in its purest form is the original cookie, the chocolate chip
absolutely
cookie.
Number one.
Hell yeah.
Her chocolate chip cookies, they gained popularity mostly because she was serving them to her inn's guests. Jesus Christ, fucking bolus is fucking me up. The guests at her inn and a bunch of locals, and it spread like wildfire.
Hell yeah, I did.
She ended up striking a deal with Nestle to print her cookie recipe on the back of their semi-sweet chocolate bars, the one that she used to make them.
Fuck Nestle.
Fuck Nestle. And
Wait, so the one on the back of Nestle is her original recipe?
I don't know if it's the original one, but it originally happened. That's the first time that it was ever widespread. Was that?
Wow.
Sick.
Because she used the bar, so she was like, "Hey, let's make some money." And I assume that she's got that cookie money now. She's rich.
Did
dead,
she actually get paid though?
I hope so. Oh no! Wait. In exchange, Nestle provided her with unlimited chocolate for her cookies.
Hell yeah!
No,
the only good thing Nestle's ever done.
It was the 30s, so you didn't need money. It's fine.
Didn't give her any money. That's fucked up.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they bought the rights from her one day, but at least at the beginning, they just gave her a fuckload of chocolate.
They probably didn't give her any money. I take it back.
Did they even give her the chocolate, or did they just say they would?
Chocolate was worth more than $1 back then. So I think
chocolate is not a human right.
She came up actually. Anything, she actually robbed them blind more.
Chocolate was used as currency in Mexico before the Europeans introduced money currency. They used cacao beans as currency.
Wait, I thought you told us that the Incas didn't have currency.
They were in Mexico. Did you pay attention?
I was not listening to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
It was the Aztecs.
What are you guys talking about?
The Aztecs used cacao beans as currency.
Yeah, I thought you said Incas. I was not listening.
Nope.
After that whole bolus thing, I'm just trying to phase it out. Either way, that was her putting that thing on the back of the semi-sweet chocolate bar wrapper was huge for making chocolate chip cookies. Very, very popular. Specifically, World War II. Soldiers from the United States received care packages containing homemade chocolate chip cookies, and thanks to the cookies' popularity and the nostalgia they evoked, the cookies provided a taste of home for the troops. And that's really when it took off as America's cookie, was the World War. Certainly helped with the cookie.
Good job, World War.
Andrew, I hate to do this.
Oh, God.
Wikipedia says that you're wrong.
What?
Oh, did you live fact check him? Oh,
I'm sorry. I was wondering. I was trying to see if she got paid.
Did she get paid?
I don't know. I didn't find it, but it says a myth holds that Wakefield accidentally developed the cookie and that she expected the chocolate would melt. That's not the case. Wakefield stated that she deliberately invented the cookie. She said, "We'd been serving a thin butterscotch nut cookie with ice cream. Everybody seemed to love it, but I was trying to give them something different, so I came up with the Toll House cookie." She had chopped up bits from a Nestle semi-sweet bar onto the cookie, and then she gave Nestle her recipe and does say she was paid with a lifetime supply of chocolate from the company, which makes me think she never actually got paid, which is sad.
Wait, the fucking article I wrote is wrong. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to delete this whole podcast. See you later.
Your entire episode is suspect.
No,
now.
it's just one part of it. That's fine. Some people thought she did an accident, and some people, it's either the story's still the same.
No, yeah. Keep going. Just
it's Hairgate.
Ash, continue.
Also, stop fucking doing that. No live checking. No live checking anymore. Why would you do that?
I don't want to perpetuate myths.
Mercury's in retrograde. You're just trying to fuck us this episode. You're just trying to fuck everybody up.
Weren't you live checking last episode?
He was actually. He was.
No.
You brought it up on your own, sir.
No,
you were like, "Oh, should we live check each other?"
And we
you
just
said
shame them. Well, yeah, that was you.
Yeah. Then you said, look up the Bill Nye the Science Guy thing, and I was like, okay, I did it.
Yeah, and you did it. It was
mad
great.
At me.
No. I got a little upset because it seemed that there was a miscommunication, but we worked it out in the end, and I thought it was great.
The last one was fine. It's just like, but you still wanted to live check people, and Andrew, you're a piece of shit. Continue.
Yeah, keep going.
I feel like I'm the bolus right now.
No, it's okay. If it makes you feel any better, I was fact checked by one of our listeners, and I fell for a prank and told it as fact in the A and Nasir episode.
Oh, well, you have to say it now.
Well, it was
this episode's already off the rails, so let's just go.
I actually appended it as I recorded a little thing that plays at the beginning of the episode that lets the listeners know.
Wait, you did?
I did a goof. Yeah, and we got a comment from somebody who I don't know who they were.
I thought didn't you mention this already? And you put it in our chat, right? Like saying like, "Oh, I messed up. It's supposed to be this. I'm a dummy."
I think I may have done that. But,
no, that was a different episode.
Oh my God, you fucked up twice?
I think I only fucked up the once. But yeah, it was a reference to a book, and actually a book that I had read, which is like makes it even more embarrassing that I fell for it. And it was it was the one about the person who wanted to kiss A in his ear.
But I want to kiss A in his ear. He's hot.
So anyway, don't feel bad about falling for a falsehood because it happens to the best of us.
We just talked last episode about Hairgate, and there's another time that we referenced like a persistent myth last time too.
Yeah.
So anyway, keep going.
See, when I speak, everything's true. Just you guys know out there. You broke him. Good job. He's dead.
What happened?
He died. He's flabbergasted. He got live checked. He's done. The podcast over. So anyway,
hold on. I just looked up another fucking another thing that just said that she was out of Baker's chocolate. There's 2 sources now. Which one is right? Either way, we have fucking cookies. Enjoy them.
Yeah, that's the really important part. Is that it doesn't matter
right?
how that they happened as long as they did it. The important thing is that they happened and that Weezer invented them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
According to this too, the chocolate bar was actually given to her by Andrew Nestle, the original guy.
See, Zach, it's like
because it was created in the 1930s as well. That was near her. Why were they hanging out? Or like,
Zach, it's like the
oh my god, she got sent a PR package from Nestle.
At the end, where they're like, it's best that everyone just goes with it, no matter how bad. Yeah, see, you get it. At the end, we all just come.
A noble chocolate chip embiggens the smallest cookie.
I love it. I'm getting that tattooed across my forehead.
It's beautiful.
All right, well, let's move on to the next food. What's the next one you can think of? See if you can guess it. It's like
chicken wings.
It's like the number one
ice cream
food.
Ice cream.
Grilled cheese.
It's ice cream.
Mac and cheese.
I'm gonna say ice cream again.
Mozzarella sticks.
Oh, 2 mozzarella sticks.
Oh, 3 mozzarella sticks.
Hold on. The number one comfort food is mozzarella sticks.
Yes, I agree with him. It is. I fucking love mozzarella.
Dude, mozzarella sticks kick ass, dude.
It's true.
Like all of America agrees that
you're like mozzarella sticks. They're just fucking wrong.
It's the winter time. You got a little bit of a sniffle, but you're not having the worst day. You're cuddled up in the front room of your home with a light blanket.
Mozzarella.
And you're about to eat dinner.
Do you want to hear another story about about my fucked up eating habits? So when I was a kid, when I was younger, we would go to this restaurant for dinner a lot. It was like one of the like a tavern in town, Chips Pub 3.
Was it Wendy's?
No, it's called Chips Pub. And I was a really picky eater when I was a kid, but I loved mozzarella sticks. And so my parents, so every time we went to Chips Pub, I would get the appetizer I would get basically a double portion of the appetizer of mozzarella sticks, a side of steak fries, and a bottle of root beer. And that's what I would eat for dinner.
What's with you and root beer? Every story seems to involve root beer.
He likes root beer.
Can I share eating habit as a kid too?
It came in a glass bottle, so you know.
Please do, Beau.
Yes, please do, Beau.
So when we were growing up, every time we had steak, I did not partake eating the steak.
You didn't partake in the steak?
My family would cut off the pieces of fat in the steak, and that would be my steak, was just the steak fat.
Stop it, Beau.
So I would just eat the fat and bulbous it in my fucking mouth. It was all nice and chewy.
So little baby Beau with 2 of his vampire teeth, his cross-eyed, and his bald spot was just gnawing on fat.
This is full-headed hair, 10-year-old Beau just enjoying animal fat.
But we would have made a very economical household because when I was younger, absolutely would not even go anywhere near the fat on a steak. I would just basically eat the middle out of it, and I didn't want to eat anything else.
They would give it to me. They'd all cut up pieces of steak, but they cut out the fat for me. My plate had a plate full of steak fat, and I was like, nom nom nom, chewy.
God, the thought of that makes me.
And then you're just like
a little bit's fine.
That's bananas, dude.
Then you're playing it with your teeth, like you have a little gap in your teeth.
Dripping with grease.
You're using your tongue to push it through your teeth.
That's disgusting.
Why are you making me think that? I hate that.
I'm trying to remember what brand of root beer that they had. It came in a glass bottle, and the label had a picture of a guy sitting on a desert island on it. But I can't remember what brand of root beer that would be.
If anyone knows, shout it out.
Yeah, if anyone knows, if anyone can think of a root beer with a guy sitting on a desert island on the label.
All right, Andrew, back to mozzarella sticks. Go ahead, tell us.
Yeah, tell us about mozzarella sticks, Andrew.
Mulligan's Island Awesome Root Beer.
Hey, there we go.
Oh, dang.
I Googled root beer desert island label.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's
the one. There we go.
Figured it out. All right.
Good job. All right. Hey, listeners, you can stop. But thank you for trying. Thank you for trying. I really appreciate that.
That's assuming we have any left after all this crazy shit.
It's the Mercury.
Mercury's in Gatorade, and it's fucking going crazy, bro.
It's in Gatorade? Ooh. Lemon lime,
it's in
Mercury.
The Gatorade. Andrew, Tell us what it is. There's too many. There's too many comfort foods. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed by the choices.
It's goddamn chicken soup.
Oh, you said you're sick. That makes too much sense. I'm so sorry.
That makes sense.
Oh my god.
Hey, does chicken flavored ramen count as chicken noodle soup?
I would say yeah. It's like a cousin
I
of
would say
a cousin of it.
I would say chicken pho is chicken soup.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
Chicken noodle soup? Hell yeah.
Is it warm and soupy?
Mm-hmm.
And it's got chicken, it's got noodles, and it's soup.
There we go.
You ever read Chicken Soup for the Teenage Soul?
No.
I did.
Sad.
I don't even is it about chicken?
Is it about chicken soup?
No, man.
It's heartwarming. It's
chicken
heartwarming
soup
story.
for your soul because you get to be nourished by the
I don't understand metaphors. We've been over this.
Yeah, I literally kept trying to kill mockingbirds.
Beau bought it thinking that he could be an expert hunter.
I needed it for my
and then it turned into racism, and then it was a whole thing.
I'm so confused. I was so confused
and
growing up.
So racist now.
Poor Boo Radley. I love
in his apple tree.
Gosh. All right, Andrew, tell us about chicken. So you're talking about chicken soup in America?
So chicken soup, the history of chicken soup. I don't know why this article I read, it said often referred to as quote Jewish penicillin.
No, I heard that. That's
Have you heard that?
Yeah.
I've never actually heard that, so I'm glad that somebody else heard that.
Well, because you have it when you're sick, and do Jews make a lot of?
That's where I got.
I think that's where the stereotype lies.
The penicillin part makes a lot of sense.
Ask your wife. Andrew, go get your wife.
Yeah, like we both live with Jews. Like we should ask them.
Wait, is your girl?
We've been over this.
Have we?
Yes.
Shalom.
Okay, go get your Jews.
Andrew,
Go see.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh shit! All right, so this chicken soup actually it was traced back to as far as the ancient Greeks and the Romans.
Cool.
The original Jews.
I think it goes back farther than that. I think that chicken soup is one of those things that people have been doing for an extremely long time, and there's not necessarily direct evidence of it. But why, if you had chickens, the places that had access to chickens,
chicken soup or chicken noodle soup,
both are acceptable.
I'll fuck me up some Campbell's chicken and soup. No vegetables though.
Oh my god! Do you remember that time? Do you remember that time we were both sick and I made us soup, and I had a cup. I had made myself a bowl of soup earlier in the day, and then we were both sick, and you were like, "Can you make me some soup?" And I was like, "Sure." And I made you soup, and you're like, "This soup is fucked up," and I didn't realize that it was concentrated.
Oh, I've done that before. I've done that before.
Yeah,
I was like, I thought it was just supposed to be that salty.
Wow. So, okay, so far in recording these 31 episodes of this podcast, I have learned of multiple times where Zach has fucked up making food. One with making potatoes for Ash after they had their tonsils taken out.
Wisdom teeth.
That. And now Zach, the rice cake thing I consider a fuck up.
I don't feel like I fuck up cooking.
The goldfish thing, that's fuck up.
Okay, first of all, those two are not fuck ups. And second of all, the potato incident was not a fuck up. It was an accident because I cut myself with the potato with the knife. And second of all, I'm pretty sure that everybody else fucks up shit in the kitchen as often as I do. I'm just more forthcoming with it because I'm an honest person.
No, I'm perfect.
I've never cut myself that bad. Knock on wood.
Okay, yeah, but like frequency of it.
One time I dropped a burger that we had just made just fully on the ground.
No,
it was like a little bit
so sad.
Yeah, it was Zach's. It was Zach's.
It was Zach's.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Do you want my burger? I can't remember what happened, if you ate it or if we split it or if someone ate something else. But
I don't remember.
It was a little bit off the edge. I didn't notice.
Wasn't it like an elk burger too or something like that?
Yeah, it was I think it was special in some way. I recall. And I still remember it because I was so sad. And I feel so bad still.
Yeah.
Damn. That makes me sad. Well,
Oopsie.
Okay, so that brings me to the next question, though. So before I get into the chicken soup origins, I guess, what is your perfect chicken soup? Because chicken soup can be done many ways. It can be done chicken noodle, regular chicken soup, maybe just a broth. Who knows? Maybe a chicken and dumplings or a stew rather than a soup. What's your number one? You're sick. You're on the couch. It's cold outside. You want to be warm and happy inside. Ash, go.
I have to go first? Oh, gosh.
Beau, go.
I think a second. No, fuck me up with some chicken noodle soup and put some mozzarella sticks in them. Zach knows.
You mean Do you mean just Campbell's chicken noodle soup, like from the can?
Yeah, that's all I need.
Okay.
I mean, it hits,
no
honestly.
Vegetables. No vegetables. Just noodles.
I don't agree with that.
Chicken and the chicken.
I like it with little bits of carrot in it.
No, I don't need. I don't
like
need vegetables. I need noodles, soup, and broth.
Do people add vegetables to Campbell's chicken noodle soup
and broth? You forgot about the chicken, dumbass.
Like I said, everything I said is true. So.
Wait, so legitimately, do people add vegetables to Campbell's chicken noodle soup?
There's something with vegetables.
Yeah, there's little carrots in it.
Some do.
Okay.
Some do. They also have non-vegetables.
I was assuming that your mom was like chopping up celery and throwing it in there with you, and you're like,
bitch,
no.
she better not.
And she's like, eat this, aight?
Gosh.
What about you, Zach? What's your favorite iteration of chicken soup and or stew?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the classic chicken soup. The chicken noodle, broth, diced carrots, bada bing, bada boom.
Hey, gabagool. Ash, what about you?
Do I have to make the soup, or is someone making the soup for me?
Yeah, you can order it from anywhere. I'm getting pho personally. I'm getting chicken pho. Like that's I've moved on from like traditional. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking awesome.
Up there.
It's great, but chicken pho is just, oh my God.
It is truly delicious. It's so good.
Yeah. I've graduated. I've ascended from that.
That's good. It's really good.
But so Greek physicians back in the day.
Okay. I don't get to say my soup.
No, sorry. I thought that you were done. I thought you agreed with me. What's your soup?
No, it's very good. It's up there.
You.
I would say even equal with that, it would be homemade chicken pot sticker soup.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's just so comforting, and you get to eat the pot stickers, and it's really good, and it's got that like homemade vibe, and it's delicious.
But would you eat that if Ash made it for you? Would you at least try it?
I will. If Ash made it,
has vegetables in it.
If Ash made it, I'll try it because I'm a good friend.
I haven't made it in so long.
Then I'm not going to try it. I don't trust you.
So long.
Well, speaking of Ash making soup, so did the Greek physicians. It was noted that the Greek physicians back in the day said to have recommended chicken soup as a remedy for most illnesses, which I think still tracks. If you're feeling sick,
absolutely.
At least as like a soul thing, I guess.
It's a feel good thing for your shit body, you know. Like,
yeah.
And when you
your
don't
body is shit,
feel good, it's mostly easy to eat. It's easy to process. It's easy on the tummy. Like.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty much everything I wrote down here. Like I have a lot written down about medieval Europe and Jewish traditions. Oh, there's Jewish stuff in the late 19th century, but pretty much everything here says it just makes you feel good. Since the beginning of fucking time, it seems like everyone's just been eating chicken soup,
and that's why you got to read the book.
That just transcends everything.
So
that's what I'm saying. Like,
ever since the first people in Southeast Asia decided to domesticate the jungle fowl.
Yeah, like I feel like it's just a really good vessel for chicken.
Have you guys ever seen a pre-domesticated chicken?
I mean, I have.
No. What do I search for that?
They're domesticated from red jungle fowl, or that live in like Southeast Asia and like India. They're pretty cool looking. Because like roosters still look like jungle fowl. Yeah, but
it looks like a fancy chicken.
Like, the hens are all like wild.
That looks like a king chicken.
Or like what a chicken would look like in a fun Pixar movie.
Yeah, pretty much. It's almost exactly that.
Have you ever seen an ocellated turkey? Oh my God. Have you seen an ocellated turkey?
Podcast now.
And soup makes sense as a thing that's because it's really easy to make. You just need one pot, put everything in there. Everybody can take some. Bada boom.
Bada boom, bing, bada boom.
Boom.
You roll up to a spot. You make your pots. You sit there, you cook it, and then when you're done with that spot, you break all the pots because they're heavy. You don't have to carry them, and then you move to a different place. You get there, and you make new pots.
I'd put that bird in my soup. Look at that bird.
Zach is sending pictures of birds now in our chat.
It's an ocellated turkey.
Why?
That looks like a turkey. I mean,
but it's chicken. It's chicken soup.
Yeah, but it's blue.
You stay on course.
Have you ever had turkey soup? I have had turkey soup.
I don't think I ever have.
I don't think I've had turkey soup. It would be good.
Does turkey pot pie count as a soup?
Yes.
Oh, I'd fuck up some turkey pot pie once it gets cold out, dude.
Why do it now? Why are you being such a coward?
I feel like a meat pie is something that you have to eat when it's cold.
I'll give you a meat pie.
But that's the thing though. Chicken pot pie and turkey pot pie, you're spooning it out of there. It's not like a pie.
There's like something to the way that it is that makes it feel like it needs to be eaten when it's cold out.
Wait, Andrew, you're saying it's not a pie?
Is it more? Is it like soup in a bread bowl more? Because it's soupy.
If we're playing
It just
the
has
game,
a roof on it.
everything is either a soup or a salad, then it's definitely a soup.
Yeah.
We have to. We might have to do that for one of our next podcasts.
What?
Just play that
I've been thinking about
is,
it.
Is cereal a soup? Because it is.
Yeah.
If we're
100%.
playing the game, then yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Let's play the game right now.
I might. That might be my next upper decker. Is
How many
that
times has Zach been wrong? Twice.
Well, so the health benefits of chicken soup in the late 20th century, scientific studies began to examine the potential health benefits of chicken soup. Some studies suggested that it might have been anti-inflammatory properties, and it could help alleviate symptoms of common cold and respiratory infections. And it's not a cure, obviously, but chicken soup is recognized for its potential to comfort and hydrate during illness, thanks to its
Absolutely.
high salt content.
Ah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's,
makes sense.
it's like a placebo. I get it. I get it.
Electrolytes.
Not really.
You get
I mean,
vitamins. You
electrolytes
get
are
minerals.
real.
Nope. A
Yeah,
placebo.
your body is able to retain all that stuff. And that's good for you when you're
placebo.
sick.
And you feel good, and it's hot,
It's
and so when you have like upper respiratory infection, it's so nice to like
placebo.
smell it and just like have like breathing in hot, delicious soup. Feels good, smells good.
Is that
Yeah.
good shit? Hell yeah.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
well, we're almost at the hour mark, and we've only covered 2 items of food. So,
How many
How many
items
things
of
did
food do
you-
you
Oh,
have?
I
How
had
many- how
so
many-
many. I have so many.
Can you
But
rattle
let's
some?
tell
Can
you
you
what,
just rattle
let's
some
go
off?
longer.
Was chicken wings on one of them?
It wasn't actually, and I'm kind of sad I
bitch.
didn't. Now that you mentioned that, because I firmly believe that chicken wings is a comfort food.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one.
I kind of think that's the same deal where it's like, yeah, let's hack up this chicken and eat, like bread it, fry
People
it.
love
It's
eating
probably been
chickens.
going on for a while.
Yeah, give us another one. Give us another one. Let's
Tell you
keep
what,
going. This is a good episode. Let's keep going.
I'm skipping to the end of my list. So I'm just gonna
Just say
go
them. Just say it
all
really
the way to
fast.
this one.
Yeah, do the thing that you made me do and say them all really fast.
Okay, hold on.
Do it. Come on.
Let me prep myself.
Do you want me to put a beat down?
Actually, maybe. Hold on. Let me find it.
Zach. Freestyle. Go. Beat. Give me the beat. While we wait for Andrew to get his list, that's all I got because I'm doing it on the fly. Okay,
Oh, I
we're
thought
good.
you told me to wait.
No.
Oh.
I said while we wait.
It sounded like Beau was doing it. Like you kind of took over that thing.
He had the beat. I had the rap.
And then you told me to stop.
No, I said
Oh,
while
okay.
we wait for Andrew to get the list. I was trying to do a freestyle.
Oh.
Okay. Zach, you want to do a beat? You want to do a beat?
No, I've lost interest.
Zach,
Beau, you want to do a beat?
Zach, give me a beat.
Macaroni cheese, grilled cheese sandwich, ice cream pizza, spaghetti and meatballs, french fries, pancakes, chocolate hamburgers, potato chips, meatloaf, chili, ramen noodles.
Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Did you research all of those things?
I have lists for all of these, yeah.
Oh, well, now I want to hear what they are.
Well,
Not too bad, Mr. fucking Rice Cake, motherfucker.
Hey, I was fully ready
Wow.
to just say these things and let them. You're the ones who made me explain all of my decisions in life.
I'm glad we did, though.
See, this
I'm
is
glad
why
that I learned
this
that.
is why we can't host because Ash can't reel us in from when she's hosting.
Well, tell you what, I'm going to end.
This
I'm gonna
is
end on.
Ash's fault. Sorry,
Why?
This
Wait,
is
why is
Ash's
it my
fault.
fault? What did I do?
because you didn't reel us in it ever.
Is it my job?
It kind of is.
It kind of
yeah.
turns into your
I
job.
hate
Like
that.
I'd say, like at least 10 episodes in, it sort of turned into your job. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially
Listen, I'm not the
when
host.
you and Zach
I'm the
host.
Rift Town.
When you and Zach host, you always reel us in or stop us. But when it's me and Andrew, it's wild shenanigan parties, and then Zach sees the free leash and he just takes off with us.
he's like a toddler at the store when he gets off his leash. It's fitting that we're talking about food because he went through all of it. Well, it is good though because we talk about the
You
history
call me
of things,
fat?
right? And
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
history of
Yeah.
what? No, the history of Zach's crazy eating habits is definitely history. I think it's interesting. Good? No. Interesting? Absolutely yes.
I want to go back and make a best of, and it's just clips like when we don't record, but it's just a best of Zach saying
We'll do it.
nonsense
Can we do
about his life.
a clip show?
A clip show, but it's just Zach's nonsense.
Well, tell you what.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oh man. Well, I want to end it here on one of my favorite comfort foods. Mashed potatoes, baby.
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes are so
Good
good.
shit.
Okay, listen,
Some
but like
good
if you have a bunch
shit.
of potatoes and you have stuff to mash them, why wouldn't you do that? And then if you have access to some type of liquid to make it a better consistency, then you would also do that. So like it makes perfect sense. I'm sure people have been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was probably going to tell us that.
I'm sorry. I just feel really passionate about.
Me too. Mashed potatoes, especially with steak fat, mashed potatoes and steak fat. Put it in my belly because I'm going to eat it. Imagine the double fucking combination in my mouth. It's all like that, dude.
Well, I know Ash is really, really mashed potato friendly. I know I'm very mashed potato friendly. I haven't heard Beau or Zach say anything about mashed potatoes.
Well, I've always said, and this is a quote from me, that if I was stranded on a desert island, I'd only want steak and mashed potatoes. So, that one meal for the rest of your life.
But just the fat?
Steak and... No, well, I'm an adult now. I eat both. I eat the whole steak, bone included. I swallow that shit whole. No chewing.
Yeah,
like
Goldfish them.
Give me that calcium and all that bone. Whatever's in bone. Was that in bone? What's in bone? Marrow. Give me all that marrow. I want that bone marrow. Nom, nom,
he
nom.
calls it going goblin. And he just goes and gobbles down those steaks,
Goblin.
Can anyone guess what century that potatoes went to Europe? Because that's really when mashed potatoes took off.
The first century.
The 16th century.
Ash?
If Zach says the 16th century, then I'm gonna go with him.
Ooh,
yeah, he's right.
Ask me. Oh.
Because
Beau,
if anyone would know that, it's Zach.
1601.
100%. Yeah, I mean, they came from South America. Zach knows a lot about South America, and that's when the Spanish came and, as Zach would say, fucked everything up.
They really did.
Or made it better.
So the Spanish came, they brought them to Europe at the late 16th century, and initially potatoes were met with suspicion and were considered only fit for animal feed.
Rude.
Which I think is hilarious. They just didn't know what they had. They're like, what is this lumpy thing?
And it's probably also due to racism.
Yeah, that too, probably.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
or xenophobia.
Most things can be attributed to one of those things.
Maybe
all the time.
people are just in the way,
The modern alpaca breeding is only just starting to even barely approach the fineness of wool that alpacas used to have, because the Incas had been maintaining just ancient bloodlines of really, really fine alpacas. But then the Spanish came and they were like, these are devil sheep and you can't herd them anymore. So you're gonna herd actual sheep, like real godly folk. And they just let all the alpacas loose and they just bred with each other and ruined all of the breeding work that had been done over the past couple hundred years. And so like you can look at old textiles made from alpaca and realize that the like modern alpaca wool is like barely.
So back to potatoes.
So that's our alpaca fact of
That's so
our food
fascinating, though,
conversation.
Zach. That is so fascinating.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god, it's such
We're
a
over
good
time, man. I'm trying to get this done. Well, so in the late 17th century, potatoes in Ireland, they kind of took over. Somebody brought them to Ireland and they were like, holy shit. And then that happened. So, yeah, I'm just going to run through this as fast as I can.
The Irishman dilemma.
Oh, yeah. In the 18th century, mashed potatoes were known it seems like the French were the first ones to actually really figure that shit out in the 18th century. Because they made a dish called mashed potatoes. They made a dish called pommes de terre en purée, which is potatoes pureed. So that was one of the earliest known incantations of mashed potatoes, was in the 18th century France. So while the people in Ireland were probably eating those raw, which I assume they still do there. It's lost all of our Irish listeners. The French were the ones who really figured it out.
I feel like we can't bring up the Irish potato famine without bringing up the fact that it was a manufactured famine.
I didn't bring it up, but that's fine.
Well, we can't.
Yeah, you just glossed over it.
I feel like, we can't talk about it because it's actually super fucked up.
We cannot talk about it.
It's super fucked up because the English had colonized Ireland, and they were forcing the Irish to export all of their other crops that were being forced to export to England. They were only allowed to eat the potatoes. And so when the potato blight happened and all the potatoes died, they were starving to death while they were literally shipping all of their other eatable food to England. And the English didn't give a shit. And so the Irish potato famine wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for the English forcing them to export all of their other crops.
Zach's just standing on his potato box right now.
Let me know when to take you out.
I support you. I am next to you with a sign.
I'll take you out whenever you give me the word.
Because the English are terrible to everyone.
Just say go, Beau.
And I mean, Zach, do you know of any like mashed potato dishes from South America? Can you think of that equivalent?
Not off the top of my head.
Interesting.
Chuño is sort of mashed, but chuño is also basically the only way I've ever had a potato be ruined. because it's more like they would put the potatoes out on like a sheet overnight, and they would freeze overnight, and then in the morning when they started to thaw, they would stomp all of the moisture out of them and then let them freeze overnight again, and then stomp all the moisture out of them again.
I remember
freeze-dried mashed potatoes.
It sounds like they're making multiple potato times. Wine.
Until basically they were just like freeze dried potatoes. And the thing about the chuño is that it would preserve like basically forever, and so like it was a very good food to have in like times of hardship, but also it tastes like ass. It's so bitter. It's awful. I hate it.
Wow.
Potatoes can do a lot, and sometimes
potato man.
And they have so many different varieties of potatoes. Like, it's wild.
Mm-hmm. There's like 20,000 like cultivars of potato down there. They come in the weirdest shapes.
Hey, describe the shapes.
There's one with a bunch of knobs on it.
Yeah. Same brain.
There's one like potato that was grown to have a bunch of knobs on it, and they call it like the stepmother. No, not the mother-in-law potato. Oh. They call it the mother-in-law potato because
step potato. What are you doing?
And like the mother-in-law would make a woman prove that she can properly peel the potato without taking off too much of the potato meat before she'll let this woman marry her son.
Potato meat?
Yeah,
the flesh.
I've never thought of it. I never thought of it like that.
Well, what else would you call it?
Why do we call coconut meat but not potato?
Well, how would you separate the potato skin from the potato? What would you like the rest of the? What would you call the rest of the potato?
Potato.
It's all potato.
Okay, but
do you call it apple meat? Do you call it pear meat? Like, do you call anything else meat that's inside?
People call it the flesh of the fruit, and that just sounds. I don't like the word flesh. It's very sexual word. I don't like it.
Well, no, it's different from the skin, Beau.
Go skin. Oh, no, it's not. Sorry, I got aggressive there. Really.
He ate ramen right before that.
It's the skin of it all, and then
the callback between you and me.
The meat of it all, the flesh of it all, the bits.
I don't know why you guys know so much about potatoes.
Of course we know about potatoes. Andrew, who do you think we are?
Are you guys Irish?
After that conversation at the beginning of this podcast, I don't know who Zach is. I thought I knew.
I'm learning more. I've known Zach for X amount of days now, and I find him fascinating more and more every time I talk to him.
Zach has studied extensively in South America where potatoes come from. I love to eat potatoes and love to know things about where things come from. It's a match made in heaven.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how they got popularized in the United States?
Tell us.
The Irish.
Do you know?
I don't think I know.
Me.
Oh, interesting. So someone who likes to look things up and loves potatoes doesn't know this. I'm going to wallow in this for a second. Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go ahead and drop that knowledge on them right now?
In the late 18th century, Thomas Jefferson actually was one of the founding fathers, but also the founding potato father. He introduced mashed potatoes to America, I guess, according to his personal papers, in a documented recipe for potatoes served in a French manner. Apparently, he was a huge fan. He probably lied. Who knows? He was a wild racist, but who knows?
Wow.
But racists still have to eat food, I guess.
Yeah.
He's just sitting up there at Monticello, just eating his mashed potatoes, looking over his kingdom.
So, I fact checked you, Andrew. This is what I'm just kidding. No, I just wanted to call back.
That's fine. After that, exploded popularity, and then fast forward 2,000, 3,000 years, whatever. I don't even know what the fuck I am anymore.
Yes. Thomas Jefferson, famed
3,000 years ago,
president from 2,000 years ago.
He's old as fuck.
This country's so old, has rich history of potatoes.
My country, potatoes of the.
Because they were messing with the Hadron Collider, and then they opened that portal through space and time, and Thomas Jefferson fell through, okay? He's from 3,000 years ago now.
Mercury's in retrograde. Okay, last thing we're going to end on right before Beau takes us out. What is your favorite thing to eat with mashed potatoes? Zach.
Shid.
Go.
There's so many good things.
You got to pick one. You have to.
Does gravy count?
With assuming gravy is either on the potatoes or not, what is your favorite separate dish to eat with them?
With mashed potatoes, a nice like roast chicken.
Okay.
Or turkey, some sort of roast bird.
Okay, you're going fowl.
Duck.
Oh, you got to pick one.
I'm gonna go with turkey.
Turkey. Okay.
Turkey and mashed potatoes. Thanksgiving is the best.
Alpaca and mashed potatoes.
Beau's big alpaca eater. Huge alpaca eater.
Big alpaca. It's very gamey.
It actually tastes kind of fishy. It's got a weird fishiness to the flavor maybe the alpaca that I had was like old or something. I don't know.
Diseased, probably.
Yeah, you just had bad alpaca. Yeah.
But what's your real answer?
Steak. It's steak. Just give me a nice little ribeye or
steak and
T-bone.
potatoes. He said it at the beginning.
Potatoes. Remember I said
I just want to double check. I'm double checking.
Yeah. Okay.
Ash, what about you?
I would go with like any fried chicken cutlet. Like if it's a like chicken parmesan and mashed potatoes, hell yeah. If it's like a fried chicken with like white gravy situation or brown gravy, honestly, that sounds good too. Like just a fried chicken cutlet with any variety of sauces.
I was also thinking fried chicken, like a real Southern style double fried chicken
or
sort of thing.
KFC famous bowl.
But I'm kind of leaning to like the chicken marsala.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like a fried chicken cutlet with like marsala sauce, marinara sauce, Parmesan cheese. Hell yeah.
But there is something special though about just eating fried chicken with mashed potatoes.
That's true.
Just eating mashed
I hadn't really thought about it. I hadn't thought about it until somebody mentioned the famous bowl. Was that you, Beau? I forgot.
That was me. That was me.
Yeah, the KFC bowl. What a great invention there.
You get the fried chicken, you get mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn. Fuck it up, dog.
Yeah, it's good.
Hell yeah.
Potatoes are so good.
What does Patton Oswalt calls those? The failure and sadness bowls?
Yeah, like I get it. Sort of like I get the joke because I feel like when he recorded that bit, we had not yet popularized the concept of the burrito bowl. And what is a KFC bowl if not the Southern fried burrito bowl?
I mean, it's true.
Yes.
I guess there is no burrito form. I'm like, you're implying that people would put all of those things like in a burrito.
Oh my god!
I think it's just that they exist outside of the bowl, regardless of the form.
Yeah,
think outside the bun.
But think about it. What would you wrap it in a tortilla, or is there something else you'd wrap it in?
Okay. One last question, and then we're gonna end. One last question. KFC, what's it called? Famous bowl.
Yeah.
KFC famous bowl. Super salad.
Salad
as corn.
I mean, you eat it out of a bowl.
Not in my
bowl. You eat salad out of a bowl.
You eat it with a spoon.
But you can also eat salad off of a plate.
No, you eat it with a spork. You eat it with a spork. KFC gives you sporks.
I eat it with a soup spoon and I go.
Well, you're eating it wrong.
Do they provide you sporks? I mean, I guess they do. Yeah, they do.
They do.
Yeah, they do.
I've honestly never had one. I don't know.
They don't make them anymore.
Got weirdly quiet.
I think they do. I think
they discontinued the popcorn chicken. I noticed.
Yeah.
Okay, we're getting
which never good in the beginning.
Beau, take us out, buddy.
Hey, you got somewhere to be, Andrew?
Yeah, where you going, Andrew?
I mean, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Okay. Anyway, if you're still
over time,
if you're still here, that's not awesome. Thank you. You're true fans. And like you put up with shenanigans left and right, Mercury, alpacas.
I mean, hopefully you were laughing
Irish
along
famine,
with us.
All that stuff.
Oh, not at that part. That part was just you need to say it.
I found that part hilarious the most.
Yeah, people were really mean to me this episode.
It's true. Then I came back around on you. I'm on your side. Just get it.
Being astounded by your actions is not being mean to you.
Hey man, walk a mile in my shoes. Swallow a cheek full of goldfish whole individually.
I don't want to do that. Absolutely not.
Just let Zach live his life.
That's fine. You can live your life, and I have every right to be astounded by some of your decisions.
I hope you learned a lot about chocolate chip cookies and soup. Because that's
what was everybody's favorite?
And potatoes. What's everyone's favorite?
God.
Go ahead, Andrew. Start. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part, to be completely honest with you, was Beau's intro rap. That was fantastic. I loved it.
Cool, Ash.
It was so good.
My favorite part was.
I asked Ash.
He said Ash. Oh, okay.
Oh, you did? Oh, that didn't come through for me either.
Sorry.
Oh, Ash.
I really loved learning about how Thomas Jefferson would eat potatoes. That's wonderful. Beau, your rap was fantastic. It was so good.
Really good.
Thank you.
Real high note.
Beau, what was your favorite?
My favorite part. He said Beau.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite?
My favorite part is this picture Zach swallow goldfish whole one at a time.
God.
Just like you swallow steak.
So, okay, were you driving when you first did that? Because you had both hands on the wheel and you're like, I can't hold these goldfish. What am I going to do? I'm going to store them for the winter in my cheek.
This is the last goldfish I ever eat. I'm going to keep them in my mouth.
I think you conflated two different.
You did the ice cream and the goldfish. You combined them.
I know. I conflated them, but
I've definitely been eating goldfish like that since before I could drive.
Oh my God. Who taught you wrong as a joke?
That's a Zach invention. That's a Zach invention.
It's a Zach
original.
What's your favorite thing you learned, Zach?
My favorite thing was the way that you pronounced the French mashed potatoes.
I don't know if that was good or not.
My favorite part is that the person who invented chocolate chip cookies, their last name was Wakefield.
You just said two things.
Those were two things.
My favorite part was that my favorite part was
Ash and Zach are super smart. They went to college and learned a bunch of stuff. And Beau and Andrew didn't go to college because that's the way life goes sometimes. What happens when you put them together and you try to make them learn? Grab your friends, let's listen together on Get Dumped on an Info Dump podcast.
Bye-bye. Have a good time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
If you're still here, our Instagram is Get Dumped on Pod. Our email is getdumpedonpodcast@gmail.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, goodbye for real, I guess. I hope that gets cut.